Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Dies. So I just read some news. The Rules Committee was still considering all those changes, and I just read a Baltimore Sun article. The Rules Committee has made some rulings as far as the changes go. First, unstring related, there'll be a shot clock, a 30-second shot clock that replaces the stall warning. But you guys can read about that in the article. The Baltimore Sun article I read will be linked down in the description. The rules pertaining to stringing are the one I've already discussed, where you can't have shooting strings below 4 inches from the top of the stick. So here's my 4-inch marker. Shooting strings cannot be below 4 inches of the top of the stick. So you can see my shooting string on my new rules legal prototype head. The shooting strings does not follow, and it's my understanding that this line will follow the contour of the scoop. So if the shooter curves a little bit, the line should curve as well with the top of the scoop, so it should be alright on that end. So you will not be able to have shooting strings lower than 4 inches. So start, and that's NCAA rules. So if your high school goes by NCAA rules, you must follow that. College, all colleges under that rule for sure. So I believe, you guys need to start reevaluating your stringing and reevaluating your shooting strings. I'll be making theory videos, tutorials, suggestions, all kinds of stuff on this subject to help you guys out with stringing your new 2013 NCAA legal heads. The other one pertaining to stringing is they always do the roll test where they place the ball in like this and roll it out, and they place the ball in like this and they roll it out. Now they'll be doing one where they put the ball in the back of the head at its deepest point, and you have to be able to roll it out horizontally and have it fall out. So you can see my 6-diamond head passes that test with ease. Even though it is narrow, it is just fine, and that's because there's no shooting strings in the way. They're also high, and also these SIs help. These are SIs. The knots are. So I'll explain that in a second. Here we've got my CEO, a college legal head, the CEOU with the 3 inches and the 6.5. This is strung with an illegal shooting string setup. So we're going to do the test on this head, put it in the back at the deepest point, and flip it out. And you can see it does come out. It doesn't need any coaxing. It says in the article, if it comes out without any wiggling, you see there it's going to stay and come out. That might be called, I'm not sure how much leniency there will be on this rule, but the rule in the article said that you can't coax it or wiggle it. So I don't know how much delay time they'll give you. In this stick, I blame a lot of the delay on the shooting strings. You can see the shooting strings sit right where the ball is. They kind of grip it a little bit. I think without the shooting strings, this head would pass the test. See, it's taking a little coaxing. But I believe that without the shooting strings, this head would pass the test. I'll have to try that a little later. But one of the things, and it is such a wide head, I don't think this rule is going to be a problem because all the X-spec and X6-spec heads are so wide through the throat. But one of the things that may contribute to your head not passing this test is the bunching of triples and doubles. So you can see here, there's a bunched up triple right there that really bunches the mesh together, and this bunching can form often an area that's bunched up right here that could grip the ball in the back a little bit. So I'll have to test it without shooting strings and make some videos for you guys about how to adjust your sidewalls, and I'll see if this bunching is a factor at all. If not, but that would be what I believe would be most of the problem, is the bunching of the mesh to cause the ball to get stuck in there. With SIs, if you group a bunch of SIs together and push it in the back, it really eliminates this bunching factor because it keeps the mesh a little bit to the outside of the head. So that may be one way to solve it. But for now, the main thing you need to take away from this video is no shooting strings below 4 inches from the top of the stick, and when you put the ball in the back of the head, it must fall out when you tip it over this way. So make sure your sticks are doing alright. Check back at this channel. Make sure to subscribe for some advice, some string tips, and some ways to string your sticks effectively while being within these rules. So anyway, guys, like it if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching.